Hello and welcome to the Statesville FC special watch party broadcast of the Southeast Conference Semifinals. NPSL action, 865 Alliance versus Statesville FC. Massive match tonight. Let's get straight to it. First, the lineups for the 865 Alliance. They will be starting Adam Leonard back at goalkeeper. They'll also have Pierce Miller, at right back. Cole Stopka, as well as Albert Lambert in center backs. Pierce Miller will be the right back. Timothy Baker and Diego Coles will be in the center midfielder. Jack Ralston is the center attacking mid. Jonathan Alvarez and Cameron Schneider on the outside, and Edson Castro, the big man, as striker. Head coach for the 865 Alliance is John Schneider. For your Statesville FC, coached by Nick Brown, Caleb Trogdon will be starting at goalie. He had a man of the match performance last week against the Bristol Rhythm. Soren LaRue at the left back. Karel Butenjinik will be starting at center back alongside Josh Aguirre. Killian Sia will be our right back. Anthony Ramirez and Seydou Tangera in the midfield. Dominique Sanchez, Loic Potter, as well as Slate Danforth as the midfield. And Danny Carroll from Exeter, England, will be the striker. The man to watch today, always Danny Carroll. But the one I would keep an eye on today, Loic Potter. Potter, of course, with 5 games for Statesville FC, the last 5, part of the game, 5-game unbeaten run. 4 goals, 4 assists for him in that run. And, of course, he was teammates with Soren LaRue up in college, up in New England. He has scored in all 5 matches. He's a winger from Brittany, France. We may see him move to the middle a bit in this match. So, today's matches in the Southeast Conference. The Bristol Rhythm will be taking on Greenville United. We will have eyes on that matchup tonight. And 865 Alliance will also be at home against Statesville FC. The highest seed remaining will host the playoff match. The lower seed will be the road game. That'll be Saturday at 8 p.m. for the kick. So both teams getting ready. Let's take you now to the live look. We are, in fact, borrowing the feed tonight from Greenville. Greenville will be in, 865. 865 tonight will be in the blue, while Statesville will be in their home whites, although on the road. No complaints there as we get prepared for both teams' first playoff matches in franchise history. 865 versus Statesville FC. They are playing tonight in Hardin Valley Academy. That is in Knoxville, Tennessee. And of course, we tonight are broadcasting live from the Red Buffalo. Take a look right now as the watch party's gathering up. About 15 people here just for FCFE. The bell hour to the right, filling up as well. Excited to see tonight's match. So, on the line, a date in the Southeast Conference Finals. 865 Alliance and Statesville FC. Of course, if this match is tied at the end of regulation, they will play 2 15-minute halves. No golden goal in the NPSL. And then, if we get to that point, we will have a shootout. But let's not worry about that quite yet. Tonight's players to watch, of course, Luke Potter. Danny Carroll won the Golden Boot. There's some news for you, Statesville FC fans. Danny Carroll, the Golden Boot win, 7 goals this season. He beat out Papadroupas from Burlington United. New look tonight, though, in the back. We've added Anthony Ramirez, Papa Seydou Tangera, and we've got Carroll Butengenic starting at right center back. Unfortunately, Callum Hudson had to go to his real job today. Julian Sagnola as well. Callum Hudson back at Catawba as the Catawba group forced to head home. So, got the live feed up here. All night long, we'll have the live streams of the matches. We'll also be keeping an eye on the Greenville-Bristol match. If Bristol is able, or Greenville is able to win that match. Take a look real quick. As the teams are getting ready here, you see in the bottom right, Bristol and Greenville, they have kicked off. 0-0 there, earn the early goings. And then we will have on our broadcast, Statesville FC 865 Alliance. Special shout out to the 865 Alliance. We are stealing their stream. A good group of guys out there, I will say. Very much respect the announcers and group up at 865. So, getting ready for the kickoff in Hardin Valley Academy in Knoxville, Tennessee. And we are underway, as is the style now in European football. Kickoff all the way down to try to pinch Statesville in deep. They'll be able to fight out of it. That's Josh Aguirre. Gets it over to Killian Sela. Down the long ball to, it looks like Danforth. No, that was Sanchez. And ball out of bounds. That'll be a throw for the Herd. Sela plays the ball down the line to Sanchez. Who can win the second ball? Looks like nobody. And that will trickle out of bounds. Ball stuck on the far side right now. Sia turned over. That looks like Jonathan Alvarez. Alvarez tied with Edson Castro as one of the 2 leading scorers this season for 865. Fun group over there at 865. Got a few different angles that they watch games. We've also got the Calais de Flow, or Flow de Calais guys out there. Really like what they're doing. And looks like he's going to want the throw to be moved back just a bit. So Southeast Conference playoffs, semifinals, 865 for Statesville. Both teams in the playoffs for the first time this season. We are live at the Red Buffalo. I am finally drinking a Stampede Ale. It is delicious. Thanks to the Galera home team for the cup. Foul in the middle there. Looks like that is Coles. He is usually a center back. He's been pushed up into the midfield. 865 likes to run a 4-3-3. Aguirre. He's going to play the long ball. Over to Potter. LaRue back to Potter. They say that stayed inbounds. And it looks like the big man, Albert Lambert, with the clearance. And that will be, is that a corner? A Jeremiah's Italian Ice corner kick. So Anthony Ramirez has taken over the set piece duties for Statesville FC in the Herd. He'll take the corner. Ball played to the back post. Goes over everybody. So a goal kick now. Genesis Fitness goal kick for the 865 Alliance. Let's take a quick look in here. Bristol and Greenville still tied, 0-0. Red Buffalo live cam up in action. So there's the goal kick. Papa Seydou Tangera wins it. Anthony Ramirez takes it back to Aguirre. Aguirre will go all the way to Trogdon. Trogdon, last week's Gallier home team player of the match. He was spectacular in goal. That match, if for the Statesville faithful, the Herd only blemish this season on the Bristol rhythm. They went 9 wins, 1 draw. We were the only draw. So ball now over the side. So ball now on the near side. Ball played far, and that is going to go out harmlessly for a goal kick. So Statesville trying to win the second ball in the midfield. Lambert, Poder with a bit of a battle. Anthony Ramirez steps in well. So does Slate Danforth. Alvarez goes down, but it looks like that foul was a bit further away. So it's going to be a free kick here for 865. So free kick at about the 50, 45 with about 10. They play short. Ball goes around. All the way around. They find the outlet when Pierce Miller goes with the long ball. Obviously, they're going to be looking for Edson Castro all day. He has killed us all match in terms of the first 2 games that we played against 865. So Edson Castro is one to look out for. They're obviously looking to hit him deep. Field looks narrow. I'll get some updates from Eric Hansen, our man, boots on the ground, brand ambassador. LaRue tries to find Danny Carroll over the top, but unsuccessful. So 865 goes the other way. They try to reverse, can't. So ball to LaRue. LaRue to Poder. Poder forced back by Edson Castro. Castro with good defense. Not sure that's what they're going to want him to do, though. So ball over the top. Anthony Ramirez tries to beat this man. Can't. Turns it over. That's Jack Ralston. It'll be tough to beat him. Center midfielders played in every match, I believe, but one. Good ball to the back post. Edson Castro. No, sorry, that's Alvarez. Can't find the header. And that will go the other way. Good defense, luckily, by the Herd. They try to go quickly the other way. Dominic Sanchez, but he finds the legs of an 865 player. That'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw for the Herd. Once we wait for the throw here, Red Buffalo Cam. We've got Bristol and Greenville going. That's still 0-0. And we are 0-0 here, about 7 minutes in. 8 minutes into the match. Once again, thanks to all our partners. Special shout out to the Red Buffalo. Thanks for letting us come out here today and broadcast live from the bar and the restaurant. Statesville FC watch party. It's blowing up a bit. People trickling in. So, Buchenjik One of the new additions to the herd. He joined the squad last week against Bristol. He gets to start today as Callum Hudson back at college. And Julian Sagnol stuck at work. This is a Wednesday match. These are semi-pro players. They are not played. So we completely understand. Turnover there. Jack Ralston wins that. Gets to Castro. Castro tries to find Baker. Long shot from deep. Nothing going there. And that's a Lorem South save for Caleb Trogdon. Castro's going to wish he had that one back, I'm sure. Not the most powerful piece on that. So Aguirre goes long in this very narrow field, and Potter can't chase it down. Leonard goes out to Diego Ojeda. Ojeda finds Schneider. I'm assuming that's the coach's son. Cameron and John. John Schneider, very, very reputable, top-notch coach. Oh, Danny Carroll almost gets to the back of that one. Can't get there, though. That was dangerous. Aguirre wins that ball in the air, gets over the top to Potter. Potter battles on the outside. Good defense. It's very good defense by Pierce Miller, the right back. Miller started the last 3 matches. This will be his 4th start in a row for the Alliance. And they're giving us looks like they're giving us that they did call the foul there on Miller. I thought that was great defense personally. So apologies to any 6-5 fans watching. That was, I don't think, what they would want to see. So free kick here for Soren Leroux. The man from the Maw. Him and Loic have definitely created the French connection on that left side. Good friends. Back post ball. Oh, and that's met by Adam Leonard. That was close. Edson Castro trying to beat Leroux. He does. Alvarez will pick it up. He'll try to chip it. So Leroux, the man who played the ball, forced to chase Castro all the way back. I believe Castro's, and he puts it back to the defense. Now, this is not me being mean, but Castro is, I believe, 24 years old. He might even be older. That's a grown man out there with the boys, and he is large. So, Statesville FC. Seydu finds Leroux on the left side. Ramirez. Something that stood out about Anthony Ramirez last match, his ability to spray the ball around. He was excellent in his distribution. Really took the place of Carlos Zapata, so that's something to see. A deep line playmaker, if you may. Look, Poiter able to get to that. So now Danny Carroll, he's going to look for Ramirez. Ramirez, oh, nice back pass. Wasn't able to get to the touchline. Potter plays it to the middle. No one there. Well, there were there, but that's just over the head of everyone, really, offense and defense. And Danny Carroll wishes he had maybe a little less on that heater. Let's take a look at that replay. Opportunity. Anthony Ramirez had that ball on the wing, dropped it back to Potter. Potter then was able to play the ball to the back post, and Danny Carroll just couldn't get there. So ball all the way back. Like I said, narrow field here today. Ball's going to be going back and forth. It'll be up and down. Edson Castro chases it down to the wing. He takes it to the corner. Back post. Opportunity for Alvarez, though. He can't get it. Not all of it, at least. And it looks like that's Aguirre. He has been a tremendous addition at that center back. So ball all the way far down. Danforth can't get there. Edson Castro forced to come real deep to pick that up. I don't think 865 is going to want to have that in the game plan. No way they're going to want to see him withdraw that far into the midfield to get the ball. Turnover, though, on the throw-in. Seydu. Unfortunate. Jonathan Alvarez able to come up with it. He tries to spray it to the far side. I believe that's Castro going to chase it down. So Castro, left, right, up, down. He is the main man for the Alliance. Aguirre almost gets a foot there. Ball kept alive by Schneider. Schneider to Alvarez. Alvarez has got an opportunity, and that is a goal for the 865 Alliance. They have struck first on Jonathan Alvarez's goal. And that is a massive goal for the Alliance. Oh, my goodness. They just couldn't clear. They couldn't clear the back line. Caleb Trogdon did not look like he had any ability there, and that is a goal for the 865 Alliance. Let's take a look at the replay. Edson Castro was able to get to the corner. Aguirre was forced to come all the way out to get him ball to the back post. Schneider kept it alive. Give him credit there. Alvarez then with a turn shoot and finds the side post, and that was a goal. So 1-0 right now for 865. Bristol and Greenville still tied. And the bar here just noticeably quieter after that unfortunate goal. So 865 first on the board. Of course, Statesville has not won any matches this season. They did tie their first match 2 matches ago after getting scored on first very early in this match. So Jonathan Alvarez with a goal. 865 up early, but here come the Herd on the corner kick. Ramirez plays the short corner, has Potter. Potter plays the hard shot, gets into the mix, does not find on 865, able to build a wall. Hard shot by Seydu Tangera. He's going to say that deflected, and I think we got the corner. Yes, we got the corner. So corner kick for the Herd. So it'll be another corner kick for the Herd. We've been on the attack all match long here. Back post. Tangera can't get to it. Played back into the middle, and oh, that was close. Adam Leonard able to get out to it. Statesville, though, able to win the ball back. That was Sela. Ball played to the far side now. I believe that's Sanchez. Sanchez looks at the top of the 18. He fires a shot, but that's deflected. And that will be a throw-in for 865. Ball stuck down the far side. No one can win it, so that'll be a throw. So ball won back by the Herd. It's been nothing but attack for Statesville since the goal, but turned over there. Oh boy, here comes an attack. Edson Castro. Castro's turn from goal man to provider. He goes for the shot, and that's going to be over the goal. Not even close. And that is away. Danny Carroll is looking at a foul there. Yeah. Statesville goes quick, but the ref is going to call that back. Not sure why. And Statesville understandably not happy about that. So Anthony Ramirez will put this down. Opportunity again. No drone cam, it looks, at Hardin Valley. 865. Let's get shout out to True North Aerial Imaging. Thanks for all their help all year at all the home games in the Hollow here in Statesville. Once again, we're broadcasting live from the Red Buffalo. Good group of fans. Statesville die hard here. Ball played in by Ramirez to the front post, and Adam Leonard collects that. That is a good collection by Leonard. Thought that was a good ball, though, by Alvarez. Excuse me, by Ramirez. Anthony Ramirez, the new man. Ramirez, part of the MLS Next Academy up in Philly. A lot of talent in that young man. Jack Ralston, though, forces the turnover for 865, and they will reset. Alvarez gets fouled there by Seydou Tangera. I think some of the fans want a card. Not sure you're going to get that on that. So big ball over to the corner, Edson Castro. And that gets deflected. That'll be a Genesis Fitness goal kick. So 1-0 in the early goings in the Southeast NPSL playoffs. Statesville needing to, I wouldn't say create more, just need to get that last ball in here. Very narrow field it looks at Hardin Valley Academy. Throw in one by the Herd. Soren LaRue will take it. LaRue finds Danforth. Danforth, nice turn on Lambert. Finds Carroll. Well, Carroll with a heavy touch, but Potter cleans it up. Potter looking. Tries to go to the corner. He's got two men on him. And it looks like he won the corner kick. Once again, we're borrowing the stream from 865 tonight. They do not put the score on their broadcast. I will say they're play-by-play guy. I do enjoy him. However, we're going to do a little bit more here tonight with Statesville on the watch party of the Southeast Conference Semifinals. So here comes the corner kick. Played in by Ramirez. Back post again. Dominic Sanchez can't get the head on it. Buzz does win the second ball. Takes a cut. Second touch in. And another corner for the Herd. Corner kicks are piling up right now for Statesville. I will say one of the cool things about the 865 Alliance, most of their team, I don't know about all, but most of their team has at one point or the another played for the Alliance. Big ball to the back post, and that's just too much. Seydou Tangera tried to get there. But 865 is a team built from the ground up, if you may. They've got a lot of youth prospects that have grown up and play on this team. I believe Edson Castro, one of those. So, Genesis Fitness goal kick for the Alliance. First ball won by Butingen. Quickly taken by the Herd. Ball goes quick to Carroll to Potter, but Potter's ball doesn't find Danny Carroll. So forced to go back. .865 back on the attack. Castro. All the way over to Alvarez. Alvarez has been a very big player for this 865 team. Lambert. Lambert outside to Ralston outside, then to Miller, back to Lambert, 8-6-5 with the 1-0 advantage, comfortable right now. 8-6-5 patiently building up. Turned back, though, by Danforth. Carroll tries to apply a little pressure, can't. Big ball over the top. That's Alvarez. One away by Killian Sila. Big ball into the box. That's a good ball. A little too much, though, for Edson Castro. And Potter. Nice first touch by Potter. Can he get by Lambert? No, he cannot. Lambert able to shepherd that away. So Baker picks it up in the midfield, drops it back. I believe that's Stopka taking space, or Rolston. Oh, that was Baker again. Ball over the top, one out that time by Butenjik. Ramirez, the two new Herd players, joined last match. Seydou Tangera, he joined 3 matches ago. He plays it down the line. Good ball. Dominic Sanchez able to find the space. And just a bit too much. Now, I know the 8-6-5 Alliance here in Hardin Valley, not their normal home stadium, and good thing 30 minutes closer than the traditional stadium they play in. I know that the Herd stuck in traffic on the way. Straight off the bus into the match. So Genesis Fitness goal kick goes straight out of bounds. So Sebastian LaRue will take the throw. And it goes all the way back to Aguirre. Silla. Sanchez beats his man. Excuse me, that was Danforth beats his man. Ball played in that time by Sia. Can't find Carroll. And Leonard will collect. LaRue steals it. Tackle in from behind. That should be at least a yellow. That should be at least a yellow card on Daniel Coles. No, they're just going to call the foul there. That was dangerous by Daniel Coles. So this will be a free kick in another dangerous situation for the Herd. Unfortunately, the story currently the same. 27 minutes in, the Herd have created more chances, have been more dominant in the attack, but cannot create the shot they need. Meanwhile, 8-6-5 able to score a goal on a corner kick, kept it alive. Excuse me, it wasn't a corner kick. Castro took in the corner and kept alive by a Schneider and Alvarez. It was a nice little play. And that is where we're at, 1-0 in the first match of the Southeast Conference Semifinals. Bristol and Greenville also in action. They're still 0-0. So Anthony Ramirez stands over this. Ramirez will go for goal and just, that's too much. And that will be a Genesis Fitness goal kick for the 8-6-5 Alliance. Anthony Ramirez wishes he probably had that back. That was not the kind of effort you'd expect from him. The High Point University player has been pretty strong. Ball to the corner. Dominic Sanchez tries to chase it down. Adam Leonard gets it. Shot now from Papa Seydou Tangera. And oh boy, that was dangerous with the goalie out. 8-6-5 survives. Ball over the top to Cameron Schneider. Takes an awkward bounce backwards. A lot of English on that. And finally, they call the foul on Aguirre. I thought that could go either way, both muscling for the ball. Oh, and they're going to call Cameron Schneider on the offside. So nothing there for either. Cameron Schneider gets called for offside. So the danger abates for the Herd here about 29 minutes into the match. Butinigic on the ball. He playing left center back now. Callum Hudson back at Catawba. Julian Sagnol not able to play during the week. Nice little interplay here. Potter ends up with it. We said he might start drifting if the game didn't come to him, and that's what he's done. Slade Danforth might come out a little bit. Oh, and LaRue gets bodied off that one, unfortunately. Ball goes the other way, 8-6-5. That's Pierce Miller. Tries to find Castro, and that's good defense by Danforth. Good hustle back by Slate. So 30 minutes into this Southeast semifinal match. Another ball from the right side to the far post. Schneider and Alvarez both there, but neither can do anything with it. So 8-6-5 up 1-0 here on the Herd. 30 minutes into the match. Albert Lambert able to shepherd that away back to 8-6-5. Lambert to Miller. Potter wins that. And Lambert comes flying in. I think Potter got a piece of him as Lambert slid under him. Not much he could do. Good sportsmanship by Potter, but it'll be a throw for the Herd. LaRue finds Tangera. Tangera looking for Ramirez. Ramirez forced back on the press. Butinigic. Ramirez, and excellent defense there by 8-6-5. Herd not able to find anything. Said looks like a very narrow field. Danny Carroll turns it over. He tries to win that, but LaRue gets it right back. LaRue plays it to Seydou Tangera. Tangera, big first step. Plays it down the line to Sila. Sila. Back to Tangera. Finds, I think that's Danforth. Danforth, LaRue. LaRue with a nice touchback. Can't get the ball off his foot, though. No shot taken, but that was a nice touch. That was almost an opportunity for the Herd. Anthony Ramirez now digs it out. Can't win it. Ramirez now going the other way, and it's a counterattack opportunity. But nope. Aguirre back. Butenigic back. And Trogdon's able to pick that up. That was close for LaRue. Nice touch to the back heel. He was almost able to turn that into a shot. That's really all Statesville's missing. They've been able to create into the spaces to get into the dangerous positions, but they have not been able to create the shots they need right now. Oh, bad turnover. Bad turnover by Danforth. Ball goes to the outside. Castro played more on this right wing. Sizes up Butinigic, takes the step over, chips it back. Schneider, and oh boy, Cameron Schneider, he just missed that. Cam Schneider's going to wish he had that one back. Let's take a look. Oh boy, that was dangerous. Bad turnover there as Danforth played it right into the path of, I believe, Ralston. Ralston rolled it out to Castro, and then Castro was about to do it all from there. Found one over, but Schneider just played it over the top. Ooh. dangerous opportunity for 865, but they do not capitalize. So we are back as the herd now come the other way, and ball, Leonard loses it, but he is not going to be challenged by anybody on Statesville, and 865 go the other way. Edson Castro playing on that wing, and the narrow field bites them there. Potter, he's going to be asked to come back, I bet. Anthony Ramirez finds LaRue. LaRue plays it outside. Sanchez looks like he goes for the shot. And reset for the herd. Ramirez right into Sanchez. He tries to make a play, can't. Danny Carroll is offside, though. So no shot for the herd. That will be offside. So Genesis Fitness goal kick. That one goes to Edwin Castro, but Statesville wins the second ball. Anthony Ramirez wins that. That was some fancy footwork. Sometimes that's called as a dangerous play, but they're going to give it to him. Statesville forced back once again by 865, not able to get anything going. Bristol Greenville still tied 0-0 for those watching. Scoreboard watching, that is. Potter, ball taken off his foot by Castro. LaRue. LaRue dances out with it somehow. Seydou Tangera able to get a toe. Finds Sila. Sila comes down the line. That's the Dominic Sanchez. Sanchez is going to try to get the touchline. Meggs, nope. Doesn't be able to get out of Ojeda. And Diego Ojeda able to win that back. Good D by the left back. Ball played down the line. And turned over there by 865. Opportunities here for Statesville. They just need to get that shot on frame. Ramirez. Aguirre. Trogdon. Butenigic. I'm going to butcher that name on him. We'll call him Carroll. Carell. Trogdon takes the space, puts one deep. Danny Carroll tries to flick it on. Nobody there. It looks like Pierce Miller. Plays one to the middle. Ooh, Danforth gets a foot in on it, Loic. And that's a pull, and that should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card on 20. On Danny Coles. He pulled the jersey. Stopped the counterattack, so yellow card for Danny Coles. First yellow card of the match. So free kick opportunity. Anthony Ramirez standing over. Right now both games in action in the Southeast Conference. 0-0 in Bristol. 1-0 right now in Knoxville. 865 with the early lead. On a Jonathan Alvarez goal. Edson Castro played to the back post. Schneider put it in. Anthony Ramirez hits a hard, low one, and that will just be a goal kick. Let's take a look at that shot. Ramirez. Sized it up. He went low and on the left side, but nothing going for Ramirez. So, 39 minutes gone in Statesville. Looks like about 40 in Bristol. As we enter the last bit here of the first half. Statesville has been on the attack. 865 has been forced to play the counter, but they have been very good at it. Danny Carroll tries to play back to LaRue, but the field too narrow again. So 1-0. 865. Looks like Pierce Miller with the throw. He goes long. Aguirre will collect it. Give it to Trogdon. Trogdon waits for the reset. Gets it to Butenjik. Karel Butenjik plays it to LaRue. LaRue standing on the touchline. LaRue goes, finds the man in the middle, Seydou Tangera. Tangera can't control it, but able to get the control on the press. Tangera, he's going to be able to find Danny Carroll. He can't get it off his right foot, and he gets stuck, and he can't find Danny Carroll. Great play by Tangera, just can't make the final pass. So 865 now, great defense, turns it around. Vincent Castro turns around, nice touch by him. Ralston in the middle. Oh, great defense by Aguirre. Is that kept alive by Sanchez? It looks like it is, and he's pushed down from behind by Ralston. Ralston got absolutely tracked down, hunted, and taken by Aguirre. Josh Aguirre. So Statesville had to track back after an opportunity. Oh, ball sent down. Danny Carroll here. Nope, that's Slate Danforth. Danforth tries to chase down Leonard. Leonard had to go shoulder to shoulder there. And Castro comes down. Big ball over the top. Karel Butenjik gets a foul called on him. Hopefully we avoid the red, just a yellow here. And a yellow card for Butenjik. So Butendyke kind of was baited into that foul. Unfortunately, great little move by, if I had to guess, Schneider there. He was able to turn his body very well on the tackle, and you know, Butendyke kind of out of control as well. But that was a good play, good smart play by the 865. So not Dogso, obviously. But it looks like Castro will have the free kick for 865 for the Alliance. That's in Castro, a very dangerous position here. So ball in now from Castro. Will he shoot? He goes for the shot. Trogdon handles it. That's an alarm south save for Caleb Trogdon. Nothing real difficult for him. So Statesville goes the other way. Tangera in the midfield. I would argue there's really been no midfield for either team. Ball just back and forth here on this narrow Hardin Valley Academy Hawk Stadium. Forced to play the midweek match here. Did not ask why. Normally they're in Oak Ridge today, a little closer. So FC, the Herd, 44th minute. Official time kept on the field. Not sure how much stoppage will be there. Here comes Ramirez. Ramirez tries to place one down the line. Can LaRue get to that? No, Lambert eats it. And that's very well done by Albert Lambert. He's been a very good player this season at center back. Enjoyed watching him doing prep for this match. Throw in for LaRue. Finds Ramirez. Ramirez quickly back to LaRue. LaRue. Is he going to dance all the way down to the end? No, Edson Castro actually wins that. The light touch. Castro with a nice move there. Wins the throw. No, that'll be a throw for Statesville. So Sela gets that back. Budendijk. He's going to play it all the way to Sanchez, but that's turned over in the midfield. Alvarez forced to come back, but he gets that. Ralston finds Schneider, but gets a bit of a shoving match with Aguirre and Aguirre. Josh Aguirre wins that, and that'll be a foul on the Alliance. So can Timothy Baker, one of the midfielders there for 865. He's a 30-year-old, I believe. He played youth soccer here at 865, but like I said, this Alliance team made up of a lot of older players than your normal NPSL program. Most of the players for FC under the age of 23. Some 18. I mean, Dana Carroll's 19. Try to have a beer with him. Can't drink the Statesville Stampede Ale. Not allowed. Can in England, though. In the news there. Also, we found out this week, we talked to Kirill Peregudov from Ukraine, one of our center attacking midfielders. Unfortunately, injury has taken him out this season. He will be moving to Paris Community College in this offseason, so good news for him. Big announcement. You can see that always on our WAME podcast, the Statesville FC Soccer Show. We do that every Saturday, 10 a.m. It's released on YouTube, Facebook, and you can hear it live as well on WAME. They are our broadcast partners. Without them, we would not be able to do a lot of the things we do. They provide our internet, ultimately. So thanks to those guys, Bryson, Billy Buck, WAME. Ball stuck now in the midfield, though, as you see. And 865 finally able to come out with it. Edson Castro has been more withdrawn on this right side, not playing up top. That's been more Cameron Schneider and Jonathan Alvarez. Good ball, though, to Alvarez. That came down. Ralston wanted it. His eyes got big, but Statesville able to win that back. Dominic Sanchez, big ball. Looking for Poder. Can't find it, and Leonard will pick that up. And that is halftime. So halftime has hit. It is now 1-0 here. So halftime, 865 in the lead. First early goal by Jonathan Alvarez. I'll try to go back and take a look at that here in just a second. But both games at halftime, Greenville and Bristol right now 0-0. 865 Alliance up 1-0 on Statesville. And this is what they're all fighting for. an opportunity to make the national quarterfinal. Bristol, Greenville, 8-6-5 in Statesville in the Southeast. And we will play the winner of the Mid-Atlantic bracket, Ristosi, Alexandria, a VA Dream in the VA Atlantic FC. But right now, we are at halftime. Halftime here. We are live from the Red Buffalo. If you're still around, come join us. You see the Statesville fans. They're giving the love. They're all here. Let's see if the Herd can make a second half comeback. But we will come back at the start of the second half. 8-6-5 Alliance 1, Statesville FC 0. We'll be back to start the second half in just a minute. Welcome back to the Southeast Conference Semifinals. Statesville versus 865 Alliance. Second half has just kicked off. Right now, 1-0 as the sun sets over Hardin Valley Academy. It's going to be tough to figure out who's who here, but here comes Alvarez, finds it to the outside, looking. Trying to find Schneider there. So we are back in action here. Statesville FC, 865 Alliance, Southeast Conference playoffs. The semifinals advances to play the winner of the Bristol-Greenville game. Obviously, if Greenville wins, the winner of this game will host the next round. If Bristol win, Bristol have an opportunity to be the number 1 seed in the whole NPSL. Every home game for the rest of the playoffs could go through Bristol. But if Statesville has any say in that, Danforth out to Carroll. Carroll looks, and that shot is blocked at the last minute by 865. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Opportunity there for Danny Carroll. All he needs is a sniff. And that goes back for a goal kick. Let's take a look at the replay. Ball outside to Poder. Poder now on the right. He's going to dance around, I think, all match now. And they're going to look to see where they can find. Ball inside to Danforth. Danforth was able to play it outside to Carroll, and Carroll shot ripped and then blocked through. I don't know how that wasn't a corner kick, but so Adam Leonard will take the goal kick, Genesis Fitness goal kick, as the sun sets in Hardin Valley. And once again, we are here at the Red Buffalo live watch party. Great turnout, great bar in downtown Statesville. We are on Center Street here. You got Broad Street behind us, the Hollow right down the street. Killian Sia dancing through the field, and that ball is cut out by 865. So, yes, we are here at the Red Buffalo. Great group watching along with us. I know we have a great group as well in Knoxville there, Hardin Valley Academy, watching the match. So Diego Thompson's throw called illegal, and looks like it'll be a throw for the Herd. So somehow we started the first half before or minutes after Bristol and Greenville, and somehow we're going to start the second half. We're going to be 4 minutes ahead of Bristol and Greenville. So we're not doing the staggered starts here, it seems. Oh, foul in the middle on, looks like Killian Sila, and that'll be a free kick for 865 in the midfield. So Statesville FC down 1-0. They're in the second half. Winner of the match will advance to the Southeast Conference Finals. All expertly defended by Statesville FC out to Poder. Poder back to Aguirre. Aguirre making a 6th straight start. Oh, nice move by Dominic Sanchez. Lays it out to Danny Carroll. Tanner Carroll tries to play across the middle, and that ball is deflected by Albert Lambert. Albert Lambert has been a big part of the 865 Alliance defense. And Danny Carroll. So Dominic Sanchez's run almost finds pay dirt. So here comes the big throw by Poder. Poder can't find any heads for the Herd, but played back out. Anthony Ramirez, he's going to take a shot. And that is high and away. So that'll be a goal kick. So Pierce Miller for 865. Ball cut out by Anthony Ramirez. However, he turns it over the top to Jonathan Alvarez. Alvarez tries. Caleb Trogdon with the punch. He is able to relieve some of the pressure that 865 built there. Poder. Danny Carroll. Danny Carroll operating a little more on the right. Drops it to Poder. Little 1-2 game. Nope, Poder's going to try to find the middle. Plays a little through ball, and Danny Carroll did not continue the run. I don't think they're on the same page there. And that will be collected by Adam Leonard. So ball back in the Herd's possession. Both teams playing very, I would say, atypical formations, typical for these high school fields, these narrower high school fields, but atypical for your typical soccer sense. Two guys can almost cover the whole width of the field based on the way it's laid out, so very much a north-south game right now. Dominic Sanchez loses the ball in the middle. Poder tries to chase down Alvarez. Ball over the top that time by Coles. Edson Castro. You kind of see it's more like a turnover. Opportunity for the Herd, and that is one back by Albert Lambert. He has been everywhere. If we pick the other team ever for the for the Geller home team player of the match, right now it would have to go to Albert Lambert. That man has been all over the pitch for the 865 Alliance. So it looks like we're going to have our first sub for the Alliance. I believe Daniel Coles is going to check out. He had a yellow card. And they are going to bring in JP Quigley is checking in for 865 there for Daniel Coles. So Daniel Coles with the yellow card, he comes out getting a rare start. Well, actually, he started every game but the last one. Back in action today, but he is taken off here in the 51st minute. Statesville's bench, not very deep tonight. Justin Ortiz, as we said, and Julian Sagno both forced to work today. Couldn't make the 8-hour round trip, plus a 2-hour, hopefully right now, 3-hour game. Anthony Ramirez, back to Aguirre finds feet. Danforth to Tangera to Poder. Poder looking to create. Force back to the middle. And that ball behind LaRue, but he'll pick it up. LaRue will try to beat Castro. Won't. No foul called. That's a good tackle by Castro. Ball goes the other way. Here comes Cameron Schneider. Schneider out to Ralston. Ralston dispossessed by Ramirez. Good takeaway. Ramirez finds Correll to Aguirre over to Sela. Killian takes the space given to him. Danforth able to turn. Does a little dance, finds space. He's going to try to get to the byline. Puts one across, and Lambert, of course, there again. And Alvarez forced to clear it, the goal scorer. And he finds feet in Castro. Castro takes space down that right side. Plays one to the top of the D, Alvarez, and that is over for a Genesis Fitness goal kick. So that was a good play by 865. First play there by Alvarez, got it out to Castro. Castro was able to get all the way down to the wing forced Carell to kind of shepherd him to the outside. Ball was able to come out to the top. And Alvarez, the goal scorer, had a shot, but that had a little too much power on that. So 8-6-5 with an opportunity. Ball in to Carroll. Carroll back heels it to Sanchez. He's looking for a foul, does not get one. Statesville reclaims on the turnover. Once again, another turnover. Sanchez, he tries to make a play. He's going to go all the way back to Trogdon. It'll be a reset for the Herd. So that is a foul on 8-6-5. I think they went to try to slow it down, and it looks like another sub for the Alliance. Looks like Cameron Schneider is going to come out, and Marcelo Rodriguez is going to check in. So Marcelo Rodriguez checks into the match. I think for Cameron Schneider. Big if true. So ball out there for a goal kick. I thought that was a corner. Looks like Statesville thought that was a corner. I think 8-6-5 thought that was a corner, but one man did not, and that was the only man's opinion that matters. LaRue forces the turnover on that far side. Ramirez goes back to Butnick. To Trogdon. It looks like Castro has moved back to his more traditional striker role. So, yeah, that was Schneider with the assist. Cameron Schneider has come out. His dad, John Schneider, the coach of the 8-6-5 Alliance. Good ball down the line. Danny Carroll wins it. Played in the back, and then he's able to come out onto the physical attack there by Pierce Miller. So, free kick here for the Herd. So I believe Coach Nick Brown just got a yellow card. Cannot confirm or deny that. So free kick here for the Herd. LaRue will take it. And that just too much. So that is a goal kick. Genesis Fitness goal kick for the 8-6-5 Alliance. As we said, Bristol Greenville now still tied, knotted up 0-0. Here live at the Red Buffalo. One of our game partners. You're able to come get a Statesville Stampede Ale. I'm drinking one right now. So 60th minute here, 30 minutes left in regulation for the Herd to get a goal. Seydou Tangara drops back to Carell. Carell to LaRue. LaRue down the line to Danny Carroll. Danny Carroll is onside, and he gets muscled off the ball by Lambert. And this has been a physical battle between Lambert and Danny Carroll. The two of those lads. I would say Lambert's got a few years on Danny Carroll. But either way, Lambert has been very good in the back. Castro, he has scored every match he's played against Statesville. Great touch. He's going to look for a second there. Can't completely control it. Does win it back. Hits Jonathan Alvarez. Alvarez to Rodriguez. Rodriguez speculative at best, and that's an alarm sound save. So Potter, he's moved to this right. He almost turns it over. There's Sila. Loic, Potter. Potter plays it across the field and nobody there. Nobody there. Ball in the midfield. Won by Tangera. He's able to keep possession. Out to Danforth. Danforth, though, loses it. Ball played back down. And 8-6-5. Oh, Castro loses that. Dangerous situation. Josh Aguirre wins it. Back to Loic. Potter. Potter tries to play to Carroll. Carroll was not on the horse quite yet. The offense is not on the same page today for the Herd. It's been disappointing. A lot of moving parts and pieces, obviously, this season, but these four gentlemen up front, Carroll, Potter, Danforth, and Sanchez, just seemingly missing something in terms of the communication together, the last pass together. Need to do something here to adjust or adapt, as the defense has done a decent job. Obviously, that one goal is a turnover here. Opportunity now for 8-6-5. Pierce Miller. I think he finds Rodriguez. Over to Ojeda. Pierce Miller again. Ball play over the top, opportunity, and oh, that was dangerous. That was an opportunity for 8-6-5. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I heard dodged a bullet there. Let's take a look at the replay. Opportunity for 8-6-5. They are able to go. Played it around the side. To find the winger. A little 1-2 over the top. Oh, boy. Trogdon was big, but I think that was more of a miss than it was a save or an opportunity by Trogdon to do something different there. So Statesville avoids going down 2-0. Would not be insurmountable, but would sure feel like it. And there's a turnover in the midfield. Chased down, though, by Killian Sila. So Bristol-Greenville still 0-0. Bristol wins that match. Then they will host the Southeast Conference Final. If Greenville wins that match, the winner of the match you're watching here, 8-6-5 in Statesville, will win it. And as I say that, an update. So corner kick for Statesville. However, quick update. Bristol has taken the 1-0 lead over Greenville. The Bristol Rhythm have taken a 1-0 lead over the Greenville United Bucks. So corner kick upcoming for the Herd. Bristol leading the Bucks. It took them 99 minutes last match to take the win against Greenville. Greenville, that's a long trip to Bristol. So 1-0 right now for the Rhythm. Statesville with a corner. Anthony Ramirez will play it short to LaRue. LaRue back to Ramirez. Ramirez Dances a little bit, forced to go a little longer than he thinks, plays one on the ground, shoots it, taken down, no foul call, deflected away. Killian Sila forced to play it all the way back to Aguirre. Aguirre back to Sila. Sila able to get control, and that will relieve some of the pressure. Trogdon goes directly, though, the other way, as Statesville now going quicker. Blake Potter, though, gets in a fortuitous bounce. Ball down the line. He looks in the middle, and that's cleaned up by Stopka. Great name for a center back. Or was that Diego Ojeda? Either way. So I believe they call Marcelo Rodriguez Martin. Don't know why. And, opportunity again for the Herd. Can't capitalize. And Seydou Tangera, he went for it. Can't deny the heart for Tangera. Let's take a look at the replay. Ojeda turned it over. Obviously, won back by the Herd. Quickly turned. Seydou with a little bit of a give and go to Potter. Potter had him through, and Lambert squeezed him out. And that was a close opportunity. So referee making sure that Seydou Tangera, okay, he's going to force him to come off. I think he'll be able to come back on in this match, but they're going to force him to go off for just a minute to get checked. So Bristol 1, Greenville 0. 8-6-5 Alliance up 1-0 here. The two home teams in the Southeast Conference are winning these win or go home matchups. Edson Castro with a 1-2 with Jonathan Alvarez, and that is defended away. And they are going to call maybe a foul? Either way, Genesis Fitness goal kick, worst case. And Edson Castro foul, best case. And looks like they went Edson Castro foul as he kind of ran in. Oh, yeah, he definitely cut off Aguirre. All right. So the Herd down 1, need something here. Lambert has had Danny Carroll in his pocket all match. I don't want to say it that way, but he has. And to be fair, they've also run back Tim Baker. They have put a man on Danny Carroll the whole match. They've let Slate run free a little bit, but even then, he's got no one to pass to once he gets it. Potter trying to find the space. He's moved to the right. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining us. We're here live at the Red Buffalo, a little watch-along party. We are broadcasting the 865 game live. They are also broadcasting on Facebook if you want to watch it there. Listen to the 865 announcer. He is great. I don't remember his name. That's mean of me, but he is great. He is a very good announcer. They just don't have score or any stats or anything going on there. So any of the 865 fans, feel free to. But right now, Castro tries to cut it back on Aguirre, and that is defended quite well. Ball back, turned over, Tangera. He starts going the other way. Finds Sanchez. And at this point with this field, it seems that the formation's out the window. At this juncture in this match, it's finding space, finding holes, and just trying to go for a 1-2, it seems. If the World Cup players are complaining, Dominic Sanchez, about some of the fields, some of the situations in America, they would hate this. Dominic Sanchez, he dances, almost able to leak it out to Danforth, but defended away by the 865 Alliance. So we've had 2 subs so far, both for 865. JP Quigley in and Marcelo Rodriguez in for the Alliance. Statesville, a bit of a smaller bench today. Ball on the far side. It looks like they're just going to give that to Statesville on the throw. Won't complain. Tangera forced to go back to Ramirez. The problem with one of these narrow fields, Ramirez's passing expertise, he's got the range, just not on full display. It's kind of forced into some smaller spaces. Good defense there by Ojeda on Sila. Excuse me, that was Alvarez. Jonathan Alvarez, the goal scorer. Ball into the quarter. Danforth tries to play one, and he's going to wish he had that back. So a very even matchup so far. And update from Bristol. Update from Bristol. It is a tie match right now. Greenville has tied it up, so Bristol won. Greenville won. Greenville has just scored on the road in Bristol. Statesville, though, needs to get a goal to get this to extra time, overtime, stoppage time, all the time. So Bristol and Greenville tied. Right now, Statesville needs to find that goal. Opportunities here have been abundant for the Herd in terms of offensive attack. They've just not been able to find that final ball. Good hustle in the corner, Alvarez and Sila, but Sila's going to come out with the throw. So Bristol and Greenville, once again, tied at 1. The Southeast Conference Semifinals. They're going to call a foul on on 865, and that'll be a free kick for the Herd. So Ramirez. Killian Sila dances through 2, and then he's fouled from behind. That is a rough foul by Marcelo Rodriguez. So free kick here for the Herd. Dangerous position opportunity. Opportunity for Statesville. Anthony Ramirez standing over it. One would imagine some sort of whip ball to the back post. You also see Killian Sila. He's snuck down on that right wing. What does Statesville have in store? It was a ball to the corner. Short ball. He lets it go on the front. It looks like Danny Carroll let it go. Like Poder. And he was being pulled, and they're just going to call a foul and free kick the other way. Creative idea there by the Herd. Love the short kick. Take a look at the free kick. Anthony Ramirez, he went to the short side. And Danny Carroll let it go. Lloyd Potter thought he got pulled. They did not give him it. So opportunity gone to waste. I will say Statesville's not been wasteful. They've just not really had the opportunity to make that final shot. They have been playing decent soccer, just not able to create that final goal, the final opportunity on net. Give credit to the 865 Alliance. Albert Lambert has been amazing. Here we go, little give and go, no. Opportunity, Danny Carroll over the top. He goes for the chip. It hits off the post. Oh, off the post. Oh, an opportunity for Danny Carroll. That one off the post. And it goes the other way for the 865 Alliance. And it looks like Statesville will be able to come back with that, but that off the post for Danny Carroll. Albert Lambert was beaten. Danny Carroll had the chip. It goes off the post. Would love to see what would have happened if we had the VAR technology. But opportunity for Danny Carroll, and it just hits the post. Oh, goodness. So Statesville wins the the throw-in now. 15 minutes left in the Southeast Conference Semifinal. Statesville needs a goal to extend the game. LaRue, ball, goes back, bounces up and another shot. Oh, Potter, almost Danny Carroll, another opportunity for the Herd. So let's go back first to the first chance for Statesville. This was the one for Danny Carroll off the post. You see, ball kind of bounced out, played back over the top. Danny Carroll was able to get to turn on it, tried to play it, and hit the post. That was one he wish he had back. And then when the next stoppage to play, we'll show you the most recent opportunity for the Herd. Potter tries to find Danforth, can't. Ball cleared long. That's Trogdon. Trogdon not too much to do in this match. Statesville has been on the attack the majority. That one first half goal, I won't really say against the run of play. It was a good ball over the top. But since then, it's been all Statesville. Ball to Danny Carroll. Danny Carroll shot. Oh, and that's a save. Great save by Adam Leonard. Danny Carroll is doing everything he can at this point. And give this 865 Alliance defense credit right now. So Statesville wins it back at the midfield. It's been the story. Sanchez. He gets pulled down from behind. No foul called there. And ball runs away. Throw in there for Statesville. Now 865, here's your fun fact. No clean sheets this season. They have not had a clean sheet this season. They have twice against Bristol did not score. They've scored in every match but that one. But no clean sheets for 865. So Statesville here just need to get that goal. I feel one goal would change the momentum here. But time is ticking away. About 12 minutes left. Great. Anthony Ramirez pulled that down. That was a great touch. Aguirre. Somewhat of a turn, but even better defense by the Alliance. Ball goes the other way. He's eating space. Shot on net there, and I won't even say parried away because Trogdon let it go, but that'll be a goal kick. Genesis Fitness for Statesville, but that is the danger here you see from 865. They can go from back to front real quick. Nice touch by Danforth. Danforth has space. He looks for Danny Carroll and can't get to Carroll on the through ball. Makes his first man miss, but can't beat the second. And that has kind of been the story. So Bristol and Greenville tied 1-1. The winner of this match will host if Bristol does not come out with that win. If Bristol wins, they will host until they lose. They will host every playoff game. You could see the finals in Bristol if it ends up being Bristol. I think both 865 and Statesville here. And stoppage, it looks like Papa Seydou Tangera is hurt. So we've got the live cam here with the Red Buffalo. We'll check in real quick on the Bristol-Greenville match. As Greenville, we know, very good team. Bit of a break as Seydou Tangera is having looks like he's cramping. So about 10 minutes left here in Hardin Valley. 865 Alliance out of Knoxville, Tennessee. With a 1-0 lead. It was a Jonathan Alvarez goal early. Ball went in the corner for Edson Castro. Castro was able to play it back. Cameron Schneider kept it alive, and Alvarez buried it on the turn. And that has been the difference. Statesville has been on the attack quite well here for most of the match. Just cannot seem to find that final through ball, that final touch, that final play. So really an impromptu water break, hydration break, if you may, here. As we wait to get back underway. Shout out to all the Statesville FC fans and sponsors this season. Thank you guys for everything. Red Buffalo, Gallagher Home Team, Epic Studios, of course, on the shirt. FGH, Alex Walker Insurance, all of our group. Hunkaja Calling, love those guys. Iredell County Partnership for Young Children. Sorry, FGWH Insurance. The Print Path, Merge Ortho, Alarm South, Iredell Free News, WAME, Brightwave, 220 Cafe, Statesville Dance, Jeremiah's Italian Ice, Wings of Eagles Construction. So turnover, Statesville beats his man Aguirre. Aguirre, though, gets him back, and that's a good Shepherd. Great defense. Great defense by the Herd. Josh Aguirre has been spectacular this season since joining Statesville FC. And he shepherded that man out. You'd think it'd be tough to replace guys like Callum Hudson and Julian Sagnon, but Josh Aguirre has stepped in and has done the job. It's like Danforth. I feel like he thought he got fouled. No call, though. And the other way for 865. Here comes Unger. Lincoln Unger into the match. I believe he came in for Pierce Miller. Ojeda tries to get by Poder. Finds Alvarez. Dukes to Alvarez. Alvarez lays it back. That was almost very nice. Dukes tries the shot. Can't. Poder comes out with it after, I think, Aguirre. Aguirre tries to. That back pass. And this has just gone 6 and 7s for both teams. 865. Brings it back. Baker into the corner. Oh, he beats Sela. That was nice. Aguirre goes for the slide, can't do it. Slaves, and Caleb Trogdon, what a save. Caleb Trogdon has kept us alive. 83rd minute, Caleb Trogdon has kept us alive in this match. That was excellently worked by 865. Trogdon with the save. The brick wall strikes again. Let's watch this replay. 865 had Statesville on the ropes. Nice little play back and forth by Timothy Baker, as well as Marcelo Rodriguez. And I believe one of the Tennessee former players of the year danced through Timothy Baker, one man, two man, find it on the top of the key, and Caleb Trogdon shut him down. What a play by Caleb Trogdon. Albert Lambert now picks up a yellow card. And Albert Lambert has been amazing in this match, but they are giving a yellow card on a tackle. Well, we missed it during the replay there. Yeah, I see why. I understand John Schneider, the coach for 865, not happy with that. Nick Brown has already received a yellow card earlier in the match for some of his anger on some of the calls. This referee allowing the game to flow, we'll put it that way. So 5 minutes left in regulation. Right outside Knoxville, Tennessee, Statesville FC in our inaugural season, the Herd. We are trailing 1-0 here. Goal would send this possibly to stoppage time. Ball punched away by Adam Leonard, and great defense by 865. They have rose to every challenge today. I will give them credit as a team. Something about this Knoxville outfit that the Herd has not been able to figure out. So Marcelo Martin Rodriguez fouled in the midfield. It'll be a free kick for 865. Budijic goes long. Can't find anyone. Baker. Forced to go all the way back to Leonard. Leonard just going to clear that away. Be safe. Ball played and won the second ball by 865. Alvarez is going to try to release. And he cannot. Trogdon quick off of his line. And Greenville United has scored. So Greenville United has taken the lead on the undefeated Bristol Rhythm in Bristol. Statesville has an opportunity, but they have to get the goal. Ball over the top, played away by Lambert, but LaRue will come up with it. So quick update here. Greenville has scored a second goal on Bristol, the undefeated Bristol Rhythm. 9 wins, 1 draw. The only draw to Statesville FC. And they are trailing in regulation to Greenville. Long shot now by the Herd, and that is collected by Adam Leonard. '88th minute. The winner of this match set to host the Southeast Conference Championship. Anthony Ramirez, now more in an advanced position. Wins the ball back, tries to place LaRue. That's cut out, though. Marcelo Martin, his pass cut out. LaRue to Lambert. Lambert's ball and clearance doesn't go anywhere, and that's to Loic Poder. And Poder, that's unfortunate. That'll be a throw for the Alliance. Oh. So Diego Ojeda with the throw. Camera is lost. There it is. Marcelo Martins Rodriguez loses it. So Aguirre, Statesville now has to go fast, has to go quick as time is ticking. Turnover. I believe that was JP Quigley. And he just launches that as far as he can. So throw in here for the Herd. Statesville needing to get 1 goal to send this to extra time. Lambert clears, not far enough. Ramirez. Danforth, nice little move, keeps it alive, can't get it to LaRue, defended. Ramirez tries to get it out to the wing, once again, defended. Aguirre wins it. Ramirez, ball bouncing, high kick, that should be a free kick, yeah. That should be a free kick. Timothy Baker with a dangerous play. So free kick for the Herd. Referee not listening to too much here. So free kick for the Herd. We are in stoppage time. Greenville leading 2-1 in their match against Bristol. Would be a huge upset. Statesville down 1-0 here to the Alliance. Ball chipped in to the back post. Leonard forced to punch it out. So Statesville with another bite of the cherry. Ramirez able to get the header. Can Aguirre? He does. Great hustle by Aguirre. Takes it down the line. Excellent little move. Here comes LaRue. LaRue's got two on him. Plays it. Chips it. Danforth. Oh. Slate Danforth got a head on it, but not enough. How much time is left? Big ball down the line. 8-6-5 happy at this point just to clear it. Ball turned over. Danny Carroll gets a touch, and that's not the touch he's going to want. I think that's going to be shepherded away. And a Genesis Fitness goal kick, unfortunately, the call. So a goal kick for 8-6-5 Alliance. In the 93rd minute. Ball played over the top. Anthony Ramirez wins the first one. 8-6-5 wins the second. Carell, he's going to go long. Lambert wins it. Can't control it. Poder comes down to Ramirez. And turned over by Sanchez. Trogdon forced to come out. Gets it. There was the stoppage for the injury on Seydou Tangera. One would assume. Ball, then there's a foul. A foul on 8-6-5. So this will set up the free kick. So time ticking away on the Statesville season. A goal is required. Win or go home. I'm hearing the crowd at the stadium, one of the largest crowd in 8-6-5 history. I would assume Statesville had a lot to do with that. But 1-0, we're in stoppage time. A goal is needed. Ball played in, looks decent, back post, and it's too much. It's too much in a Genesis Fitness goal kick for Adam Leonard and the 8-6-5 Alliance. So Seydou Tangera, he went down for about 3 minutes. You'd assume the normal 3, so probably 1 minute left in Knoxville for the Herd. Would hate for the curtain to come down on this inaugural season. Danforth out to LaRue. LaRue, he has played every match this season, tries to place it in and can't find the chip. Adam Leonard collects. Eight 6-5 goes down to the wing, trying to kill time. Turned over. The Herd with one more chance, possibly. Sanchez Gets to the outside. Danforth can't. That'll be a throw for Statesville. And that is the game. That is the ball game. An excellent season for Statesville ends short in Knoxville, Tennessee, as the Statesville FC Herd fall 1-0 to the 865 Alliance. The difference, a Jonathan Alvarez goal in the first half. There is nothing to hang your head down on this season, Statesville. This was an inaugural campaign, the first season in franchise history to make the playoffs, to have a Golden Boot winner, to entertain the community means more than I think these players will understand. I'm sure we're let down. I'm sure we're all disappointed, but a spectacular effort, not just today, but all season long. A special shout out to Craig Hollis, Brandon Crouch, Eric Hansen, Nick Brown, the whole crew. We love you guys. History was made this season. Unfortunately, it ends on the road in Knoxville. The 865 Alliance are victorious 1-0 in the first playoff game in the inaugural season of Statesville. I've been Brian Buckhour. My wife, everyone including my wife, calls me Buck. It's been a pleasure to call these matches for you all season long. Can't wait to do it again next year. Don't know why that restarted. Cannot wait to do it again next year. However, the season ends for the Herd tonight. Just make sure to remember to follow along all these young men this season who have given it all for Statesville. From Caleb Trogdon, Joe Lewis, Julian Sagnol, Josh Aguirre, Loic Poder, Slate Danforth, Justin Ortiz, Danny Carroll, Dominique Sanchez, Eli Curley, Carter Knipple, Eric Knipple, Soren LaRue, Killian Sela, the OG Justin Moose, Papa Seidu Tangera, Chris Kelly, Carell Alicio, Kirla, Isaac, Callum, Carlos, Braden, Juan, Breno, Victorio, Sammy, Daryl, David, Samuel, Blake, all of you that have played and put on the jersey for Statesville FC, thank you. Thank you all for being a part, for doing something for this community. And I don't know, from a 10-year-old Buck to a 42-year-old Buck, just knowing that there is soccer in Statesville, and we're here to stay. That's just amazing to me. So, I was going to wait until this Bristol-Greenville game is over, but I don't care. And if you're a fan of 865, looks like you might get to host this championship in the Southeast Conference. But that is it for us here. Statesville fall to the 865 Alliance. Thank you, everyone at the Red Buffalo. We appreciate you all. Thank you to the Herd fans. That'll be it for tonight's match. This is Brian Buckhour with a Buckhour production and broadcast. Once again saying thank you all for watching. And remember to feel the Ville.